When I say he brought the struggle, he loved to have a black woman struggle, but this one, I mean, he really thought of every way that she could possibly struggle in life and threw it into one movie. He gave us single mother, single struggling mother working 2 jobs. He threw in a sick child. He threw in a struggling job, a job where she's almost getting ready to get fired from. She already on her last leg with this job, and then she gets a phone call from the daughter's school saying that the daughter's sick again, and when she gets to the school, they taking the daughter from her. If that ain't bad enough, while she's back on her way to work from getting her daughter taken from her at the school, she ends up in a car accident with a police officer who ran her off the road. Said police officer who ran her off the road wanted to unalive her on the scene and was communicating threats. She ends up getting her car towed. She finally make it back to work being dripped in rain because it's raining. While all of this is taking place and her getting ran off the road and the police officer threatening her, it's raining. So she comes back to work soaking wet just to get fired. While getting fired, she's saying, well, at least can I get my last check? Boss like, nah, you ain't getting that last check. I'm gonna put it in the mail. So now she can't get the check and she can't pay the rent and she getting evicted, and they threw her stuff out on the side of the road, including her daughter's medicine. Like, and then when you just think it can't get no worse, when she go back to the boss to try to get said check that she needs, guess what? Robbery.
All right, I'm going to start this joint again. Look, let me tell y'all something. First of all, I needed to be said that I am a huge Tyler Perry, not fan, but supporter. It was very easy for me to judge Tyler Perry before I started this channel and really trying to do something. And I will say this, you gotta respect that man's hustle. Now, with that being said, the movies, not for me. I'm not going to disparage him. I ain't going to talk down on him, but it's a whole lot of woe is me. It's hard to get up out the gutter when all you do is just look and just complain about it. One thing my stoic principles have taught me is do what needs to be done. Do not complain. What bothers me about Tyler Perry's movies is I feel like it's a whole lot of complaining. It's like the blues in movie form. All right, the title of this video is Tyler Perry called out for exploiting black trauma again in the new movie Straw. Here we go.
Straw began streaming on Netflix, starring Taraji P. Henson, Sherry Shepherd, Tiana Taylor, and Sinbad. Social media would quickly place the movie and its writer-director on its trending list, making it one of the most popular topics. The film follows a single mother, played by Henson, who gets caught up in a robbery scheme while caring for her sick daughter. Of course, with typical Tyler Perry discourse, many of the criticisms center around its perceived focus on black trauma and black struggle. This type of disapproval,
that's what it's all about. Struggle, the struggle. The struggle. You gotta struggle, nigga. It ain't a Tyler Perry movie. Just be ready for the struggle.
isn't new to Perry, as nearly all of his films
He should make a slave movie and double down.
received this complaint.
He got any straight up slave movies? He should. I'm surprised he ain't had one by that.
Regarding how Perry portrays the black struggle on screen, several social media users would share their thoughts, including one who would post a confused meme of Nene Leakes, writing, "Getting evicted, your child taken away, losing your job, getting robbed, and the movie is only 30 minutes in."
Right, everything. I'm telling you, the only one worse than this is Precious and For Color Girls. Oh my God, that was sad too.
One more would write, "Tyler Perry, this single mom has had her child with multiple illnesses taken away by social services, been the subject of police brutality, and fired from her job. In the first 17 minutes of the movie."
This was like the extra. This is Tyler Perry extreme. This is the espresso of Tyler Perry movies.
Another social media user would jokingly write, "Boy, that Tyler know he been dropping some BS lately. This ninja wrote a movie about a lady sticking up a bank to cash a $521 check. That's the last straw for me." One more social media user would critique Perry's rushed productions with their thoughts, writing, "Dear Tyler Perry, you wrote this in 4 days. We can tell. You're keeping people in a toxic loophole. Always a struggle story.
Always.
Actors with range being limited. Working 2 jobs. Then it's always us doing the suppression. Y'all act like the company will make you CEO at a job by helping someone who needs it. Man, stop the madness. Black women know love, knowledge, and wealth. But apparently, all we know is pain and struggle.
Struggle, eyes hurting.
You can tell he hasn't healed. Now, before the film was released, Entertainment Tonight would release a profile stating the film was shot in 4 days. It's
it seems like it. That's right, exactly.
Clear if it was also written in 4 days. However, with rumors circulating,
He ain't write that shit. He just kept making bad stuff. He just let Taraji go and he just throw some fucked up shit at her. He just trip her, push her down some steps. Send the police at her. She probably didn't even know what was happening. She's like, just show up to work and just look real poor. Look as poor as you can.
of Perry's rush production schedules, it wouldn't be hard to believe. Another social media user would point out Perry's frequent use of similar themes throughout his work, but still tuning in, writing, Tyler Perry done made the same movie 69 times, but I'm still here watching it. One more social media user would take the time to criticize Perry for the way he portrays black women on camera while acknowledging it may be relatable to some. I don't like how Tyler Perry puts black women through hell in his movies. But the sad part is that's the reality for so many single mothers.
Did they get robbed and beat up by the police and ran up? All the same day? That's reality for single mothers? All that shit?
Now, Henson would say the same thing when she promoted the film on The Breakfast Club last week. In addition, she would also address Perry's critics who say he focuses too much on black trauma.
I think that's their own trauma's triggered. If you're forced to look at
Yes, it is. Who the fuck want to keep going through this? You go forward.
often, you will be triggered. So the first thing you're going to want to say is, I don't want to see it.
Right.
Despite all
What part of that shit can't you understand?
negative reviews he's received, the film currently sits at number 1 when it comes to top movies on the platform.
He don't give a damn.
Even his worst social media critics helped him achieve that. Upon hearing the news, Perry took to social media and would share a photo of his movie hitting number 1 on Netflix, writing, "All I can say is I'm humbled. This brings me to my knees in gratitude. Thank you all so much. I thank
All press is good press. He don't give a damn.
God for you." So, what do you guys think about the criticism of Tyler Perry's new Netflix film?
Shout out to Tyler Perry because of the things he's done in this industry. He's done things that no one has done, black or otherwise, in a lot of ways, with him owning the studio and then leasing out and producing movies in 7 days and all that others. I don't even know if anybody want to do some of the stuff he did, but you have to respect that. Artistically, not really my personal thing. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Is Tyler Perry just going off the rails with this? Is this too much? Y'all had enough black pain? Slave movies without the slaves in them? That's basically what it is. All right, next story. Mic check.